Just a quick video on democracy. A lot of people have been saying to me about and around the streets and on YouTube and whatever, what's better than democracy? Well, not a lot, to be quite frank, but the democracy we have, the form of democracy we have now in the West, is just crap. I mean, it openly says and indicts rich people getting rich, while the average person, i.e. me and you sitting here on YouTube, get skinned alive for it. We pay for them and their fucking banker friends, which is just ridiculous. And it's because we're adjusted to one idea. Okay? So, the forefront of it, if we vote Conservative, all the people, all the elitists who want Conservative are going to fund them fuckers. And they keep them in power. This is the loop we're in. So when Labour go in, their campaigners and their fundraisers fucking do the same for them, i.e. the banks do the same for Labour, and then them and UKIP the same. They all do the same. Okay? So what you need to do is remove the equation of power. Rather than immaculating power onto one person or one idea or one power or one party, you distribute it evenly amongst them. To do this, you vote ideas. You don't vote a party. You vote ideas. You vote individual policies. Okay? So you have one government that's not formed of one party. There is no Conservative government or Labour government or UKIP government or Lib Dem government or Green Party government. It's not one government. It's a collection of governments. So it's permanently a coalition of all the governments. There is no pedestal. There is no crown. That's the first and foremost thing you have to do. You have to remove the crown. Remove the crown, and then there's no fight and there's no corruption. Because if there's nothing to fight for or be corrupted for or gain, then there's no fixing, there's no need for it, because there's nothing to gain. They're just going to be fucking themselves up. So that's the first and foremost thing you do. You remove the pedestal, you remove the crown, you remove the goal. The goal for these people is the power, the money, the seat, the Prime Minister, the President, whatever. Okay. Secondly, you need to remove the one idea policy of that you vote Conservative and we only ever allow Conservative things in. Okay, because that's rubbish. They pass too many laws without our vote, they pass too much, and that's across the board, the British government. They do it, same with all governments, they pass stuff without a say. That's wrong. It's just wrong. Okay? So, what I propose is a different way of balloting the system, right? First and foremost, to get this going, we would have to remove the pedestal. I can't express that enough. You have to remove the goal. Okay? These people's goal is the seat as Prime Minister. So you remove that. There is no Prime Minister. There is no golden fucking hedge. There is no golden throne. Okay? You remove that. And then they think to themselves, well, what have we got a thingy for? What are we bickering and paying for if there's no goal? That's what you remove, because then you're removing the element, and all the people that are there just for power will shift on because there's no power to be had. And then you'll be left with the true politicians, the true people's people, who are here because they want to make the country better, not because they want to make money. Okay, so first and foremost, you'll do that, and you'll see all the fuckers leave who are not going to make anything out of it anymore. That's first and foremost. Okay, secondly, then you go, thirdly, and then you go to policies. So rather than voting a Conservative polity or a Conservative idea where they cover the budget, the NHS, the immigration, they cover everything in their agenda and you vote for it. So basically in Britain we have like 62 million people or whatever. So 62 million people, that means most general elections, 28 million people will rule fucking however many millions of people. There's always, it's like 53 million rules 52 million, for instance. That's not Britain's numbers, I'm just saying, for instance. So there's always, it's close to even split, which means half the population is living under basically tyrannical rule, because it's an idea they don't want. Although we don't call it tyrannical, it's just politics over here apparently. But yeah, so when you come to the point of voting on different ideas, you'll get a ballot paper that looks something like that. It'll be like, you get a budget, and then you get Conservative, Lib Dem, Green Party, UKIP. Same for the immigration, the NHS, the education system, and you do that across. and everyone gets their say. No more of this just three parties, because they're rubbish and they're obviously fixing something, because I didn't even know there were that many parties in fucking existence. That's how ill-educated they educate us on it, because they don't want us to fucking know the other ideas, okay? And when you read these other ideas, they're fucking better than these lot. When you read the smaller parties, that's why they won't give them any airtime and give them time to put their ideas out there, because they're fucking better than them. Anyway, we'll get to that another day. But then basically what you get is you get the budget, and then you think, oh, the Lib Dem budget was the best. So you vote Lib Dem on the budget. And then you vote immigration UKIP, because they don't want the free movement, unparalleled free movement of people around Europe. That's just stupid. Everyone can know that's stupid. A 5-year-old could probably tell you that's stupid. Because then you get a number mix-up. Because there's richer and poorer, the rich states get overwhelmed by the poor people. And that's not a horrible thing to say. It is fucking true. Their currency is nothing. Okay? They get £250 a week over here will last them fucking 2 months over where they are at home. So don't fill me up with crap. I know how it works. I speak to them. I know lots of them. And some of them find it quite humorous that we don't know this. And we don't acknowledge it. It is quite humorous, actually. So then, anyway, carrying on, you get to NHS and you think the Green Party NHS reforms were the best. So you vote Green Party on the NHS reforms. And then same on education. Oh, the Conservative education was actually a good policy reform this year, so we vote Conservative on the education. Okay? That's how you do it. And then the people in power don't have a pedestal. Okay? They're not given total control over everything. It's a people's vote on every policy that conforms to best possible people's government. Okay? Because we need to change something, because this isn't working anymore. As civilization and Britain evolves, we will have to change the way in which we govern ourselves. Democracy, the democracy as we know it and the way we govern ourselves doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because people, no matter whether it's Labour, Conservative or Lib Dems in, there is always a large portion of the country that is cut out and discriminated or fucking left out. With Thatcher, it was the miners. I mean, we don't have that many mines. Why would you just displace that many miners? I mean, they're quite precious commodities, coal, zinc, tin, stuff like that. Why would you cut them mines out? I mean, we don't have many mines. It doesn't cost a lot to mine them on the structural things. So why have we stopped them doing it? These are the things that will get cut out with something like this. With this sort of ballot. Because then people can get an educated vote rather than voting, the Conservatives' budget was good but the rest of it was shit, but if I vote Labour the rest of it's shit and only their budget's good. You know what I mean? So then you're getting a more just and more fair people's government conformed of different ideas rather than just conforming to one bullshit idea. Because I see them, they do their budget and then all their policies conflict with their budget. So to say that this won't work because of conflictions between ideas is bullshit, because they have confliction between their own ideas. So Conservative, why do you think all the backbenchers and all fucking walk out and have all rallies of their own and shit away from Cameron? Because that's why. Because it's unfair. And they're seeing it as unfair. But because they argue within their own parties, okay, that their policies conflict with their own policies. So this is no different to that anyway, except it's a million times fairer. So maybe that's something to look at. I don't know, but this seems more logical. Even other people's ideas, there's more you can evolve on that. This is just basic. I'm just saying this is simple as a ballot paper to get a more fairer ballot. This needs to be dug into all the way from the bottom up to the top, but no one can be bothered to do it. That's why nothing ever changes and why we're going to continually be pounded and bummed like fucking sheep for the rest of our lives. And our kids will be, and our kids will be, and our kids' kids will be, because we're too scared to lose our cars and our iPhones and our fucking shit. That's why it's not going to happen, because we're too scared to lose the things, lose the shiny things that they've put before us to keep us occupied. They keep us occupied with shiny things, and we're too scared to lose the shiny things now. So, I don't know, maybe it is too late to change things. But at the end of the day, something has to change. That much has been highlighted across the world. So, something like that, voting on individual policies of parties rather than just one party knowing that half their policies are shit, is much better and fairer. And the power goes to people, like I said, once this sort of thing's implemented, half the people who you don't want here will leave anyway because there's nothing here for them anymore. They're only in power because they want the power. If there's no power and no pedestal, they'll leave. They'll leave on their own accord. We won't even have to sack them. And while they're leaving, we can get all of our fucking tax money back as well. I'm just saying, something has to change. This seems a lot more logical than just voting one stupid idea. Anyway, thanks for watching.